I'm at a bit of a crossroads and I need your help to figure this out, all right? So hear me out. I'm gonna bounce some stuff back and forth with you and maybe you'll help me figure out my little problem, okay? So you know me, I like off-roading, all right? For the new people, the kids in the back, my channel name is Berserker Off-Road. That means I like going berserk off-road. Get it? You know, I like having fun on the trails. And if you see my videos over the years, from the last, 12 years, I've done a lot of fun things on the trails. I love taking Jeeps off-road, hitting the skinny pedal, going at it, and sometimes getting in some situations where I probably shouldn't have, but it's a lot of fun. And every time I've been off-road, it's been in my daily driver. My first Jeep was a 2007 JK. I bought it in 2006, and the first time I took it off-road, I left Kansas Rocks without reverse gear. I wheeled it so hard, I didn't know what I was doing, but I had a ton of fun. I was hooked instantly. I loved that thing. And I spent years then, slowly building it up, learning, okay, bigger tires and bigger lifts and reinforced corners and all this stuff. And it was a very nicely built Jeep. But over time, it was too expensive to maintain. It was costing me more than a car payment a month to keep that Jeep streetable. It was my daily driver. I was driving it a 40-mile round trip every day to work, and it was not a reliable vehicle. I had a growing family, and we were spending all that money on it, money that we really couldn't afford. Like, it was causing issues, financially and with my wife and I. It was a real big sticking point. And so I said, all right, babe, this thing's so expensive. Let's get a new Jeep, and I'll keep it stock. I'm not going to wheel it. I'm done. Those wheeling days, those are behind me. I promise, babe. And then I wheeled it. I had that wheeling itch. I had to scratch it, and I took it, and I just kept wheeling it and building it up, and I just could not stop. But because we had a growing family, and there was this new thing called overlanding, or new to us, or like, hey, let's start doing these adventure trips. Let's go to other places besides the local rock parks, and let's go camping and have some fun. And so we did, and I started to realize, but hey, this is kind of a different build. You need a fridge, you need dual batteries for that, you need more space. And so I was starting to build it for that kind of family camper thing, but I still like to go off-roading. And so then I slapped on some armor to it and skid plates and a lift and bigger tires, and it was just this Frankenstein build of off-roader, lander thing, I don't know. But it was too heavy for its own good, and I broke that Jeep. If you don't recall, I made this video, I'll link it, I think, right there. It was detailing how I spent over $18,000 fixing that Jeep. $18,000 fixing my daily driver so I can take it out into nature. That was not good. That also caused problems with my wife. And so I said, okay, babe, I realized again, I did it wrong, I'm sorry. So let's trade this Jeep in again because it's so expensive to maintain again. So I ordered a Gladiator. I was like, okay, the Gladiator, I need the payload, the space, the size, it'll be great, fit all of our camping gear. And the thing is awesome, all right? It's got the payload, it's got space, it's still an amazing off-road machine, but then this was me yesterday. So if you haven't noticed, there's a pattern there. My 07 JK, stock, and then I wheeled it. My 13 JK, stock, and then I wheeled it. My 2020 Gladiator, stock, and wheeling it. You see the pattern there? You see how I just can't seem to learn? How I keep making the same mistakes over and over again? And I'm sitting here with this Gladiator going, all right, I know I built it up for family adventure trips, but just yesterday I was thinking, man, it'd be great to have a winch on this thing and maybe a lift, and while I'm at it, some sliders a little bit bigger than the Ruby rails. And so I'm just starting down that path again of building it to do two things. And this Gladiator, you know, I'm not gonna make that mistake a third time, taking my daily driver vehicle and then just beating the crap out of it on the trail. All right, that's expensive, and I want this vehicle to last. To me, it's already a classic. I see this thing, this Gladiator, like the Defender 130 or the Defender 110. You know, those are two vehicles I kind of hold on a pedestal for, I don't know why. I think I've just seen too many of those Africa overlanding videos. But anyway, so I like this truck. I want it to last, and I'm tired of wasting money fixing things just because I like to go have fun in the rocks and the mud and drive like a maniac. I'm at this crossroads where I'm doing some longer distance family trips, but I also still want to keep crawling. And I'm not going to make the same mistakes with this vehicle before I ruin it. I'm stopping right here with it. And I need to find a toy that I can just take down to the rock parks and play in. Something I can tow down there, tootle around, get that off-roading itch out of my system. And that way I'm not beating up this rig, I'm beating up something else that if it breaks, you know, whatever. But that's what I need your help with, is figuring out what that rig is. And those of you that have seen my videos, you know the type of wheeling I like to do. So what do you think I should get? What platform should I start with? Should I start with something stock and build it up myself? Or should I find something that's already made, something that someone else has already put the work into? I know you can pick up some rigs that are decently priced, you know, because you're not paying for all the labor and they're already built. But then are you purchasing someone else's problems? Because I know whoever bought my first two Jeeps, they definitely bought my problems. So that's a trade-off too. I don't want to spend a ton of money on this. You know, I'm a family man and I've got bills to pay, and I can't be, you know, throwing, $20,000 at a rig. I still want to keep it relatively inexpensive because it is just a toy. So I'd appreciate your input. For the 10 of you that are still watching this video, I appreciate you for sticking around, and let me know what you think I should get, what I should look into, and what your thoughts are on this. So I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the trail.